Hello, welcome back to my channel where you can find art talks and process videos. If you're new here, hi, nice to meet you. For today's Draw With Me session, I'll be continuing with the sketchbook spread we finished in a previous video. If you remember, this was a spread dedicated to Ten Lee and his album Stunner. This is the reference photo that I will be using to complete this spread. In the previous video, I had shared with you guys how initially I intended to use mostly pencil in the drawing. Of course, that wasn't the end result since we ended up completing it with watercolor. But I was still very pleased with the end result. This time, I will be adhering to my idea of staying within the pencil domain. Maybe this will satisfy that itch that I have for the ruggedness feeling you can create with the pencil lines. A lot of this drawing consisted of creating the folds in his drapery and making sure they looked accurate. It was a fun challenge figuring out how gravity affected the fabric while Ten is in motion. Seeing him in this sort of draperies was what inspired me to draw him as an angel. Drawing the wings in Halo were my favorite parts because it felt like the initial idea I had for the entire spread was finally coming to fruition. I decided to draw the wings small and almost cute-like to maintain a feeling of playfulness. Angels are often seen as protective, serious beings, but in my mind, Ten would have been a mischievous angel. So if I kept developing the story, I would say that maybe this is Ten's first encounter with the human world. Just a small baby angel. Here I started to address the background. In the end, I changed my mind from using the purple color pencil back to the lead. The purple just didn't seem like enough contrast with Ten's overall figure, and I did not want to deviate from my original goal, which was to stick to the pencil graphite. And to tie it all together, I outlined Ten's silhouette and wings with this purple micron pen from Wonder and Wheeze. Here's the completed spread. I'm happy with how it turned out. I wanted the drawing on the right to be different from the previous watercolor painting, but I still tied it in with the color purple and followed the same theme. I also wanted to make sure that I achieved the pencil sketch finish to create contrast between the two pieces. Thank you so much for drawing with me today. To make sure you don't miss any future videos, please make sure that you hit that notification bell, and subscribing is the best way to support me and the channel. Also, feel free to leave any suggestions for the next sketchbook spreads in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you later!